President Trump responded to the divisive and politically charged eulogy delivered by former President Obama yesterday at Congressman John Lewis's funeral, during which he attacked President Trump for the use of federal forces to help with the surging violence in cities across America, among other topics, and linked actions taken by President Trump and his administration to those of segregationist George Wallace. Happens to be a Democrat, by the way. Speaking with reporters this afternoon, President Trump said, quote, "Well, he did a bad job for minorities. I did much more for minorities than he did." Oh, joining me now with their reaction, radio talk show host Larry Elder and civil rights attorney Leo Terrell. Leo, I want to start with you. Do we really think that President Obama kind of solved all the race relation problems? I mean, I was in Congress while he was the president for 8 years. I didn't really see an improvement at all when it was Obama-Biden.
Well, and honestly, just be very honest, he caused more problems. That's when Black Lives started, Ferguson, riots. But let me just be very clear to all those Democrats. And here's the fact. President Trump has done much more than Obama, Biden in the last 8 years. This is what President Trump has done. Lowest black unemployment rate. He has funded historical black colleges. That's a fact. He signed an executive order on justice reform bill, and more importantly, the First Step Act undid what the crime bill of Joe Biden created in 1994. I challenge any Democrat, just send me an email, write down all the things that Obama and Biden did for blacks. It'll probably be an empty sheet of paper, but send it to me, because President Trump has a record to run on for African Americans. Send it to me if you're a Democrat. There's nothing on it.
How would you react to that, Larry?
Well, Jason, at the John Lewis funeral, Barack Obama compared Donald Trump to Bull Connor. For the youngins out there, Bull Connor is that Southern lawman who sick water hoses and dogs on civil rights workers. As Leo pointed out, what Donald Trump done has signed the First Step Act that allowed about 1,000 people, mostly young black men, to have their sentences looked at and reduced an average of 70 months. Obama also compared Donald Trump to George Wallace. That man, for the youngins out there, stood in front of the University of Alabama and said, segregation now, segregation tomorrow, segregation forever. Donald Trump wants to give urban parents the right to opt out of an underperforming government school and go to any school they want, public or private, if they can get into it. Slight difference. Once again, you have Barack Obama pulling out the race card because he knows that if he gets black people angry and guilty white people stirred up, they'll go in there and pull that lever for Barack Obama. But the commencement exercise, Obama, the one that goes to Howard University, says to these kids who are fresh-eyed and hopeful, he says to these kids, if you could be born anywhere, anytime, where would it be, when would it be? He says right here in America. So it's BS that he sells election time for votes. And it's disgusting, and it's offensive to all the people who fought and died to make this country as perfect as we are trying to make it today.
Jason, one last point, very important.
I gotta go to a commercial. I have a heart out. You gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on this Friday night. We always love having both of you on. Thank you very much. More